Welcome back, new viewers and Game Bears, and it's time for the finale to the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke. And today, you can see it here, we're about to fight the quote-unquote strongest champion ever. Or just Alder himself, spoiler alert. But, let's do one final team recap. We have Balsap, the Fire, the Emboar. Level 84, holding a charcoal with the moves. Flame Charge, Brick, Heat Crash, and Rock Slide. We have Velvet Crow, the Loader Calamity, the Escadrille, level 88. I gave her a rare candy off screen. With the moves, Metal Claw, Earthquake, Swords Dance, and Rock Slide, holding a Shellbell. We have Arietta the Wild, the Hydreigon, level 88, with a Dragon Fang. With the moves, Dragon Pulse, Crunch, Workup, and Flamethrower. We have Pika Nerd, the Gyarados, level 84, with the Leftovers. With the moves, Ice Fang, Waterfall, Dragon Dance, and Earthquake. We have Zavid, the Seraphim of Wind, the Tornadus, level 82, with a Sharpie, with the moves U-Turn, Dark Pulse, Psychic, and Air Slash. And finally, Chloe Valens, the Verizon Wireless, level 83, with the Miracle Seed, with the moves Sword Stance, X-Scissors, Leaf Blade, and Sacred Sword. Now, with that being said, I think we should have our number one pal, Balsap, the Emboar, in the front for this final battle. Let us do this. Ah, goddammit, I gotta go upstairs again. Here we go. There's gotta be a better way to get up this castle. Looking around at the scenery here, there isn't that much. Yeah, nothing too interesting, just some extra ground, but time to go upstairs. Oh, God. That was terrible. Time to go upstairs again. I can't go on. I'm going back. Nope, just kidding. Oh, God, my legs are gonna be sore after this. Oh, God. We're almost there. Oh, my God. I'm dying. Oh, God. Now, y'all might be thinking, I'm severely out of shape. But hey, Pokemon battling gets you in really good shape. I'm gonna sit over here for a second. 10 minutes later. Okay, I think I'm rested. Oh, God. My legs. Let's go. This is the hall that we initially fought in. But before we go up these stairs again, let's save one final time, because you know what they say, it's good to keep a record. Alright, game saved. I'm grateful for what you did about N. I don't know what he's thinking now, but I'm sure he realizes that different people in Pokemon have their own paths to follow. Say now, how about a match with the strongest trainer in the universe? Okay, that's funny. A match you will get, Mr. Alder, sir. I don't know why it kind of looks like he's choking himself there. I think he's just stroking his beard, but still. Alright, Alder's sitting down over here. He's apparently, according to the wiki, the quote-unquote champion of champions. Hey, in a world where Cynthia and later on Leon exists, man, you better have a team of, like, Beerus the Destroyer, or Black Lord Greymon, or Godzilla if you expect to believe you're the champion of champions. I'm just saying. But anyways, Flame Charge. He hits a Focus Blast onto me, that's okay. Alright, no crit. Alright, a measly little Flame Charge should kill. That'll give us the speed initiative against him. Selgar is a pretty fast Pokemon after all. Alright, he sends a Buffalant these nuts in your mouth, oh! Or as I like to call him, Tauros. Literally just a normal type. He hits much harder than Tauros, but is pretty damn slow. Has a signature move called Head Charge and no other Pokemon gets. Base 120. I think it's base 150 power move or something. I don't know, it's literally just double edged. I think with a bit more power. But anyways, that's Charmalia! What? Carablast evolves into a Bug Steel type. Fun fact, actually. It can only evolve when another trainer trades you a Shelmet. And Carablast apparently steals Shelmet's armor to evolve into Charmalia. And then Selgar loses its own shell and becomes much faster and more nimble because of that. Alright, he sends out his ice Pokemon, Volcarona. Volcarona is a very dangerous set of move known as Quiver Dance, which will raise its special attack, special defense, and speed by one stage. However, because it's a fire bug type, a simple rock type move will deal with it with ease. Doing 4 times the damage. Imagine throwing a rock at this thing. The thing is just dead. It could be a little pebble and that's it. I mean, that's essentially what we did. Threw a bunch of rocks at it. But yeah. Next up, Druid again. With that being said, I think we should switch into Pick a Nerd to get an Intimidate off. Alright, 1 Intimidate. I don't think Outrage is powered up by Sheer Force, does it? Because this Draudigan does have Sheer Force. nice little leftovers recovery. And now we're going to switch into Velvet, while it stays locked into Outrage, and hopefully it does for 3 turns so I can use Source Dance and just sweep the rest of the game. I resisted and -1. Alright, good. You immediately get confused though, which really worries me a little, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, come on, I'll be able to get the Swords Dance off. Alright, yourself in confusion, that'd be awesome. Asking you shall receive. You are -1, so that's not going to do too much for it. That's the move you chose after serious consideration. That's fine. You know what else is fine? +2 Earthquake to the face. It's weird as I didn't first send out his Drunigan. I don't know why I didn't do that. It would have made sense against my Ember, I think. Alright, and there's only one Pokemon he has left, that being a Vanillux. I love Vanillux, so I'm not going to bag him for this, but his team is kind of eh. Ooh, your what am I calling Fighting Spirit? Impressive. And exhaustible Fighting Spirit, he says. Excuse me. It took me a second to realize that, but like 2 of the Pokemon on his team are weak to fighting. Like this whole team kind of gets screwed over by my Ember, except for the Drunigan, I guess. But yeah, just a random Dragon type when you could have used Hack Source instead. No, like besides maybe Drayden and Iris, no other notable trainer in the game uses that. I mean, and uses a Vanillux, so there's that. And half his team is Bug types. They say he has no type specialty, but I'd argue he's more of a Bug type trainer. It feels like they kind of just put his team together, where half his team is Bug types, and the other half are just any random Pokemon in the Unova region, which is kind of sad. But I'll give him plus points for using Vanillux, just as, you know, I'll mention Vanillux. But the Lord of Calamity finished things off. Player destroyed him. Alright, after battle, a fresh wind, use battle with me instead of move forward. I don't know, I missed some of that dialogue. But that's that. Well done. You certainly are an unmatched talent. Come with me. Alright, unlike before when we beat N and Getsus, we didn't get to go through the Hall of Fame, but this time we do. This room is the Hall of Fame. It exists to commemorate the trainers and Pokemon who have demonstrated their stellar strength and kindness of heart. More so stellar strength. It had really nothing to do with kindness of heart. Well now, Spare Bear. With your skill and persistence, you have earned your place in this Hall of Fame. Your name, the account of your journey, and history of your battles will all be recorded here. I hope all of this becomes a support to you and helps you grow stronger. Now, trainer, you and the Pokemon who fought by your side will be recorded in this machine. Alright. We have Alsef, the Lord of Fire, the Emboar, level 84. Overcrow, the Escadrille, the Lord of Calamity, level 88. Ariana the Wild, the Hydreigon, level 88. I like the dark type background, that's cool. The Pika Nerd, the Gyarados, level 84. Kazuki, the Great Surfer from Wind, the Tornadus, level 82. And finally, Chloe Valens, the Verizon Wireless, the Virizion, and Verizon Wireless, level 83. And Hilda. League Champion, congratulations! And that was my stats down there, my trainer ID and the time. It took me 73 hours to, nearly 74 hours actually to do this. Alright, and it slowly rolls in your team members too, but now we're not going to see that. Alright, just like after we beat it and gets us, the game will send us right back to Nevada Town. Alright, credits roll. I already mentioned, what am I call it? I already mentioned my opinions on this game, so I don't really have anything else to say about it. Well, we can skip through this a little faster now, so might as well. We've already seen these credits not once, and now the second time being twice. But yeah, I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of all this team, aside from him using Volcarona and Vanillux, and Escavalier. Those Pokemon are awesome, but the rest of his team, yeah, can just work. Alright, just speeding on through this. So that being said, this is not really the finale. I got one more bonus episode in mind for a few last-minute post-game material that we will be doing, but otherwise, we're pretty much done with this game. And with that being said, that's once again, we are done with Pokemon Black, the end. Alright, go back to the title screen. Yeah, that's why I don't really believe him being called Champion of Champions. That was honestly pathetic. But what is? That's summertime and there's something in the trash. And I can't even pick it up. But hey, look, a Nintendo Wii. It's a Wii console. It has a Wii remote in it. Since at the time the Wii was the latest Nintendo, or home Nintendo console. Hey Mom, I'm back. I wonder where you'll go next, and what kind of Pokemon you'll meet. Yeah, your daughter and son will be in Paseo, spoiler alert. Not for another 8 years, but yeah, they'll be in Paseo. For another 8.5 years. If I remember correctly, a certain trainer will be in here. Yes, there she is. So we should be fully healed, I'm pretty sure, as well. Yeah. After beating both the Elite Four once again and Alder, we get to battle Bianca, but I think we only get to battle her on Saturday evenings, which is a little annoying. Let's see. If this triggers a battle, we'll do this in the bonus episode. So let me make a few save states if y'all don't mind me, just in case. Alright, let's see. Professor Juniper is letting me out, helping me out. When I was looking at my podcast, I realized something. I met so many Pokemon during my journey. I just wanted to learn more and more about little darlings. Oh yeah, that's right. Spare, do you know about massive outbreaks? I knew you knew. Spare Bear. Yeah, I've already mentioned it earlier in the playthrough. It just has a chance that certain random routes on a random day will have a certain Pokemon that's not normally found. They're like a route, for example, Route 4 or something like that. I'm sure you also know a lot of a certain Pokemon appear in the grass all over, and if you look at the electric sign in the route gates, you can see where the mass outbreaks are happening in the Unova region. I've studied lots of Pokemon research, but I don't mind this. The answer I found during my adventure is actually a lot of fun. And I have an idea. Every now and then, I have a Pokemon battle me, okay? Because by doing that, I'll learn a lot more about Pokemon. Alright, like I mentioned, yeah, that's only on Saturday evenings according to Cerebi. So, that will be the bonus episode taking place, but I'll also come back with a very new playthrough real soon, so please stay tuned with that. And then, along with finishing this bonus episode and being fully done with this playthrough. But, with all that being said, thank you for watching this edition of the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke. If you enjoyed this and want to see more, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow with if it's a screen off on YouTube. That bell button for more. In the bonus episode, we're going to do a few last minute post-game materials, such as the battle with Bianca, as well as going over our journey for one last time. With that being said, please consider becoming a YouTube member for $3 a month and a Twitch subscriber for $6 a month for wonderful bonuses such as IF experience. And finally, answer the question today: what's your favorite champion rematch in a Pokemon game and why? Let us know in the link description below. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and have a berrific day. And then the comments below, not the link description below, but you get to just have a berrific day.